more than passion, preparing your body, mind, and soul. Person is physically very fit, not mentally fit. If you are mentally fit, you can achieve. That is for sure. So it's a different world altogether. A person who is having that kind of feeling of doing adventure should do once in his lifetime.
Hey, you are listening to Dream 100 Business Show podcast with Savita Hosamane. Our mission at Dream 100 Business Show is to help business owners move to the next level in their personal growth and business growth journey. In this episode, we talk to Mr. Vishwanth R. Dugganahalli, who is the founder of Summiters Adventures. The story of the brand. Adventure travel involves tourism with exploration of self in nature, basically experiential learning in the outdoors, which enhances skill development in ways unknown. Vishwanath has made adventure travel accessible with different levels to kids, teenagers, adults, women, and senior citizens as well. He is a walking encyclopedia for Western Ghats and Himalayan range of peak locations. Be it the mountains or underwater, he is the go to person. Let's hear it out from him right here, right now on Dream 100 Business Show. Welcome to Dream 100 Business Show, Vishwanath. It's awesome to have you here.
I'm also excited to talk to you.
You have been in this travel and camping and adventure for the past 20 years. So, what kind of adventure travel or wilderness camps you have been doing? Can you share a bit about this?
Adventure travel in the sense eccentric, like regular people don't do. You go further. It may be climbing a mountain, going deep inside the sea, like scuba diving, snow, ice peaks, mountaineering, and paragliding. You fly like a bird, skiing. All these things like are related to adventure. So
Wow.
initially, I started kind of hiking in the forest, day treks, weekend treks in Western Ghats. Slowly, adventure is something like which will actually push you to some extent where you test your limits. There is nothing like you are totally done. In learning, there is nothing over. Similar in the adventure, you have to keep on going. And once it gets into you, you want to try everything. So this has driven me like trying different things. Trekking initially, later on mountaineering, and I'm into scuba diving also now. So
Wow.
new hopes, new goals. That is what it actually comes in. You have new hopes and new goals to achieve.
Wow.
Adventure is like that.
That's really amazing. So, if a person has to enter into adventure travel, what qualities they should have to go on adventure travel or a wilderness camp?
When you want to get into total adventure kind of thing, you should be very much dedicated to that. Maybe you need to do it continuously and know more about those things, get certified, and more than passion, like
Hmm.
maybe obsessive. Then only you can do something. Becoming casual, the interest is something different.
Yes, when you take people on adventure treks or wilderness camps, how physically fit they should be. Somebody might be interested, somebody might be passionate, but their level of physical fitness might not be supporting them. What do you tell such persons how they have to prepare themselves before they actually jump into such kind of treks or hikes?
See, a person normally has an interest to do things to achieve it overnight. So, for that matter, anything in life or in adventure or any kind of thing, it can't be done overnight. As you know, that Rome was not built in a day. Okay.
Correct.
So, for any such kind of thing, it may be a day trek or a weekend trek or an Himalayan trek, maybe for 10 days or a week long or a month long.
Hmm.
Main thing is preparation and setting up your body, preparing your body, mind, and soul. Sometimes what happens is a person is physically very fit, but
Hmm.
is not mentally fit.
Oh.
So these things also matter a lot. When we take an individual for a trek, we actually segregate the level of treks and tell them like it's an easy and
Mhm.
moderate and again hard, strenuous, these kind of things. We segregate it. For a person who is very thinks it easy, for me it may be very hard. For a person who thinks it's strenuous, it may be easy. So preparing yourself for doing it anything before and continuous exercise, keeping your body fit is the main thing before you venture or take any adventure from
Mhm.
your end.
So, when you said that some people might be physically fit, but then might not be mentally fit, so what do you mean by saying they are not mentally fit?
If you see a person who looks sturdy, so who is
Mhm.
goes to regular gym and he does cycling, he does push-ups, like
Mm.
he is a regular exercise. Okay,
Mm.
but what happens is he may not be in a position to trek properly because
Mm.
one instance I'll tell. Very this is like around a 15 years back. We did a trek called Kudremukh bucket list of many and a weekend popular trek in Western Ghats.
Mm.
I actually conceptualized a trek which is actually restricted on new trek. It's restricted actually. We will be trespassing the trek from Dakshina Kannada, Chikmagaluru to Dakshina Kannada. Okay.
Mm.
And this actually named it as Kudremukh Trans Trek.
Mm.
Trans is something is crossing from one district to the other. From
Mhm.
Chikmagaluru to Dakshina Kannada in
Mhm.
Karnataka. So
Mhm.
there, one of the member who had been with us is a very like a very fitness guy. Here you need to trek a day full from morning till evening,
Mhm.
like uneven terrain, crossing hills, climbing and descending the slippery slopes,
Mhm.
grasslands. But he was finding it very difficult and it was very tiring for him. I was amazed. Other members were also amazed. Like he's a very fit guy, but why
Mhm.
he's not able to walk, carry a load, and a backpack also. We find him feeling very tired.
Mhm.
So this fitness is something like you have it in you, but
Mhm.
sometimes your mind is blocked. You can't do it. So mindset is also matters. Sometimes the you have that perseverance that is known as perseverance. Don't look fit. You are have a tummy also.
Mhm.
People he may look like he can't do it. He overweight, obese,
Mhm.
all this, but he is mentally fit. He is like I want to do that will drive him. So here, fitness and again mental capabilities are different. If you are mentally fit, you can achieve. That is for sure. I do say that don't go behind only being mentally fit, but do
Mm.
exercises, prepare yourself.
Oh, that's amazing. So, how would you instill the spirit of adventure in a person?
See, adventure is within. There is nothing to instill, tell them that you do that, this. It is individuals' interest that will drive them. But heading a company like Summiters Adventures, people coming from different like walks of life, maybe children from age of 6, 7, and till 80, 83, 85 also. So people
Mhm.
who want to do track all these like weekend or Himalayan treks also. It is just we boost their morale or prepare them. That's it. So the individual has to like perform. We just actually push them. That's it, and take care of them and give our services to them and make them comfort to do that. So it is the individual's thing to perform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's so amazing. So, do you think women and the girls and ladies can also participate in these kind of adventure travel?
Yes, 100%. Why not? Women are very stronger, and again, in now actually, it's not like that. Women can't do like I don't accept at all. Women have been with us as single women who are aged also, who have done some excellent treks with us for even Everest Base Camp, some
Okay.
hardcore treks in Uttarakhand. Even you will not believe a pregnant lady who was like around 5 months has done Shrikand
Oh,
Kailash with us, which is one of the
oh.
toughest treks, and Amarnath. That's what I told like in the earlier discussion. The
Hmm.
physical entity is something that is visible, whereas the strength comes from the inner strength. So outer whatever we see is that is what visible, but I have seen the ladies who have done this, who have come with us. So
Wow. When it comes to scuba diving, everybody has an passion that I want to go underwater, see what is the marine life and things like that.
scuba diving is something related to going underwater, underwater adventure. The sea may look on the top very much rough, but under the water it's like really calm and more of creatures, more of corals. That's a beautiful world all put together. Seeing on a TV screen, laptop, and again on an iPhone is a different thing. But when you go like see that underwater life, you just tell wow that if you're not doing it, it means that you are missing a lot. It's nature's gift. For example, seeing a fish in a tank, and
Mm.
when you are inside the water, you are inside the natural aquarium. You see big manta rays, devil rays, and again octopus, like whatnot, barracudas,
Wow.
chula fishes, corals, like colorful corals. So it's a different world altogether. A person who is having that kind of feeling of doing adventure should do once in his lifetime.
Very interesting. When taking a vacation or going on a camping like this, how do you think it will impact health?
In the hectic life of today, the children or the adults, everyone has their own deadlines. Nature is something which cares like a mother. Any person go to nature, we just embrace her. In the same way, when you go like maybe on a like hiking trip or a camping trip, you are in the midst of nature. Nature gives you solace. Nothing else can provide. Like mother and again nature, both are same. So
Wow.
no one can replace them. No one. You can just get rest there, and you can whatever trouble you can forget for a while, and there you get kind of positive vibes. For example, you go for an outing for a weekend and come, you get loads of energy, and you get like you get recharged,
Correct.
rejuvenated, and it may be you see a waterfalls cascading in a from a hillock, a stream, or hear to a sound of a bird. You see a butterfly inside. You get like that joy is something you can't replace. So these things people get energy, more energy.
Yeah, totally agree with you. So, how do you think leadership qualities get exposed when leaders go on an expedition or when a team goes on an expedition?
Expedition is something a big thing. It's a team
Mhm.
thing. It's
Mhm.
something leadership is different. Leadership, a person who goes is not a follower, is something who is heading, who has a pivotal role, like who is heading something, maybe an expedition or the
Mm.
office or anything. First is he should be have a qualities like first is sacrificing anything for the group. That is should be his quality, supportive, responsive, and caring for the weakest person in the team. Always caring attitude. That is the main thing of a leader, and empathy. All these are the qualities of a leader. He should be in a position to do anything for the team, take any kind of risk. But for example, a person can be a good trekker. He might have done hundreds of trek, but the
Mhm.
leadership is something unique thing that comes to you like within. You should actually identify that. Becoming a leader is something you have to recognize yourself. If
Mhm.
other person cannot tell you that you can become a leader, you have to recognize it. That comes
Mhm.
only after experience, and becoming a follower is easy very because someone will tell we'll go in that way. Yes,
Mhm.
we'll go just following a person, but leader will tell why we should go there and what are the consequences. This is something he has to decide, and he will be in the position to take brick pads whether it happens good, it happens bad. The
Mhm.
decision making is something it comes out of experience. Because if anything all happens good, then everyone will tell bravo. That's it.
Mhm.
Whereas something odd thing like negative happens, everyone start will pointing at him. So leadership qualities is something that you should be very much think of, and again comes out of experience.
Mhm. Very beautiful insight which you just shared. And when it comes to camps for children, life skills like problem solving, confidence building, and self awareness develops, which they can use it even in their schools or later on in their lives. But for children to develop these kind of skills, what kind of a travel is required, or a adventure camp is required for them? Is it for a minimum of 15 days or a month to develop such kind of skills?
See, normally children of ages maybe 8 and 8 plus up to like 15, 12, 12, 12 years, they are dependent on their
Mm.
parents for many of things. And when children go away from home, they actually move out of luxury life, go for a camping or a hike, they carry their load, understand they see the beauty of nature and what is the hardship the people are like seeing, because in city life we stay in 20-story buildings, and I hear everything is available. You order for an masala dosa or a paratha, you get everything by Swiggy, and milk comes to your doorstep. Anything, if you want to get an coconut, tender coconut, you can order. But there, when you really want to pluck a coconut, a person has to climb the coconut tree, get it down. All this matters. This hardship is there, and how it is grown, these things they understand, and way of life. And again here we waste lot of food. Whereas when you go on camping, you should be very self-sufficient, not wasting food, not polluting. You eat what you get. These things matter a lot. Okay, no wasting. So
Mm.
when you go on these kind of camps, you do your work and you are self-sufficient. You do your work on your own. You are not dependent on others. So when this keeps on happening, the children get confidence. See, some children you might have noticed, they have a phobia, like they can't go inside a dark room. So
Mm.
here, when they go out for camping, they stay in the tent in the darkness. And here in the cities, you can't see say, galaxy or stars or dark sky. Whereas when you go to forest, you can see that open sky, and they have only seen the whatever that is in the TV or television or laptop. But when you go outside, you can see a bird which is state bird of Karnataka or a state
Mm.
butterfly of Karnataka. Then you literally learn from nature. So this
Mhm.
education is more that is much needed now in the current scenario. More
Mhm.
practical things children have to learn. This can't be learned just by watching an YouTube channel or by an WhatsApp message or Instagram. This you have to personally experience.
I agree. So, like, when there are so many adventure companies which are doing this kind of travel, camps, and all this, how different are Summiters adventures from others?
Before launching Summiters Adventures, we were going on a weekend treks. We used to gather information, go there. We do conduct lot of treks, weekend treks, day treks, Himalayan treks, expeditions, and leisure trip, offbeat trips, everything. But here, when we are offering to a person, we decide like to whom to offer, and before that, we do a recce, like where is the place for camping and how many people can go on that trek. What is the fitness criteria and who is coming with us? Our motto is we don't hurt sheep. Taking too many people on a trail, that's a like ugly thing to do, because at some places you have very much less space for camping. Taking too many people on the trek and managing them is not so easy. So these things we take into consideration when we are operating the and fixed camps. When we do camps, earlier the attitude of the individual is when a person carries his tent on his back and goes on a trek, the feeling of going there, pitching his own tent, making his own small makeshift home, and carrying his sleeping bag is a something different experience. Whereas going already to a place where already the tents are being pitched, just going, checking in, checking out. So he doesn't know like what is just going to an already a camp where he's already existing, and is not learning anything out of it. Okay, whether he doesn't know how to pitch a tent and how to take care of his sleeping bag. See, verbally showing it on a YouTube video how to pitch a tent, and physically yourself going into the camp, pitching a tent in the VRs or in the darkness of night. So that's a different experience. Whereas going already to a campsite where you everything is there, just go crash inside the tent. That's a different experience. One more thing, what I want to highlight here is, for example, we take groups on some treks, like weekend treks. It may be where there is forest, Shola forest, Kudremukh, Netravati, or Subramanya. Popular treks, if I want to mention, is KP trek, Kumara Parvata trek, these things. When you pass through the Shola forest or grassland, for us, more than going to the peak, like climbing the peak and just going there, getting a selfie, the journey is important. The journey matters a lot. For example, when you are going on a grassland, you see lot of flowers. If it's in monsoon time, you see lot of flowers. You can identify the flowers. If in the monsoon time there are a lot of terrestrial orchids, you can see the orchids, see the colors of nature, identify them. Something learning experience. Butterflies. There are a lot of butterflies during this season. You can see the butterflies and educate yourself, or and you can we normally tell the members like this. For example, if we see encounter a snake, maybe some viper on the trail, or when there is in the Shola forest, we'll tell them this is a venomous snake. This kind of education will give, because people should know this. You can't see in the concrete jungle. When you go to
Correct.
the jungle only, you can see that. And
Hmm.
that too, how to encounter, like if there is a snake bite, what to do. These things people should get educated, and again know, do it. These skills they have to develop. Out if there is a snake bite, crisis situation, how to handle that.
Hmm.
And so a lot of things are there. Like it's not like only one thing. For example, if there is any kind of a person gets a sprain in his leg, or if he's not able to walk, all these things we actually try to convey to the members and how to overcome it. But we want to make individual as a leader.
Hmm.
Like it's not like going on a trek, taking the groups and just hitting the peak and coming down. So it should be kind of educative thing. Finally, what you take back matters a lot.
Yeah. So, what has been your greatest learning in all these years?
Learning is a continuous exercise, as I told you. In
Hmm.
every trek, we learn something, be something or the other. When you go to outdoors, you get ocean of patience. Like
Hmm.
you are very calm, see the wonders of nature. A curiosity is there. When if I've been to the weekend treks, like n number of times, I have that curiosity. Oh, this time I may get a good picture of a butterfly. I may get good picture of a frog. So this curiosity will be there.
Wow.
So, and every time you should actually see that place as a new place. The outdoors are something like that. If you think it's monotonous, that you are going for the 21st time, 10th time, if you feel like that, then you lose interest.
Hmm.
You should not lose interest. If you are not losing interest, then you will go again and again. As I told, like around 15, 20 years back, when there was no digital cameras,
Hmm.
that curiosity was different. I think you might have also experienced that.
Hmm.
Now, actually, when we take a picture, you have got the picture already on the screen. You see picture, you take the picture, you delete it if you have there is something error in capturing the image. But
Hmm.
this was not happening in 20 years back. We had film cameras, SLR cameras, aim and shoot cameras. So then the negative was there. That curiosity is something amazing. We have to take a picture which has only 36 film exposures. Kodak, Konica, you might be remembering
Correct,
that.
correct.
So that is now all outdated now. But that is a different. You still have like the box full of negatives with me and articles which has been published in various magazines and other places. If I just go through that and go down the line, I feel like what all we have done. So these are memories. So
Wow.
and now even these now today the whatever the pixel cameras cannot give that much of joy to you.
Hmm. True. So, if people want to connect with you and if they want to go on an adventure camp or a travel like this, how do they connect with you?
We have a website called Summiters Adventures, which
Mm-hmm.
is an one-stop travel solutions company. That is what we are just tell them because
Mm-hmm.
a person wants to go for a day trek, we are ready to give them information. And if he's interested, if they, as I told her, if they, we are more into customizing the treks. When you customize a trek, for example, a person approaches us, he might read a blog, he might see an Instagram video, and immediately he he or his group like decide that we want to go on an expedition. So what we do is we talk to them. What is their previous experience? Have they done anything before that? If it's a very strenuous trek or an expedition sort of thing where there is more of fitness is required, we talk to them, understanding them in a better way. Later on, then we offer them that you people can do it. This will suit you, and this is the group that you will require, and this is your piece. This is not your piece of cake to
Mm-hmm.
opt like. So these things we actually
Mm-hmm.
suggest them also.
Mm-hmm. Great. So, this is what we would tell the listeners as well, that they can get in touch with you before they make a decision for their next adventure travel. It was wonderful chatting with you, Vishwanath, and great insights. Thank you so much for sharing all your experiential insights with us.
Same here, Savita. Like it felt like I'm actually just going on some adventure trip and recalling my previous experiences and again
Mm,
sharing with you. It was
mm,
really good like discussion that we had. Yeah, thank you for that.
mhm. It was an equally learning session for me as well. Thank you so much.
And thanks from my end also thanks from my end and again from Summiters Adventures also.
I also look forward to coming on a trek with you.
Please, you are welcome anytime for any kind of adventure that you want to do, and we'll take care of you very well. We do conduct treks for women also, so
Mhm.
you can join in that, not a problem.
Sure, sure.
Thank you, Savita.
Thank you so much. I thank Vishwanath for being such an inspiration and instilling the spirit of adventure in one and all. Here are my top three takeaways from this amazing conversation. My first takeaway: adventure travel pushes you to test your limits. My second takeaway: anything cannot be achieved overnight. Preparation is very important, especially physical and mental fitness. Third takeaway: nature cares like mother, and no one can replace nature. So keep going back to nature and recharge your body, mind, and soul with pure energy. This episode has been sponsored by Outdoors Beacon. We at Dream 100 Business Show help business owners in creating an audio profile for their business and thereby a personal brand so that they can reach out to new audiences locally and globally. All you have to do is click on the link in the show notes and join the Telegram group so that you'll be able to connect and interact with other listeners, and write to us if you want to get featured as a podcast guest. We are waiting to hear from you. Thank you for being such a wonderful listener. Thank you.